Next question, the member for Carleton.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is for the Minister of Tourism, Culture and Sport. Mr. Speaker, last week I was shocked to read that the City of Victoria intended to take down a statue of Sir John A. MacDonald. These attempts to erase parts of our history do nothing to educate people and are only political correctness run amok. Can the minister inform the House what our government intends to do to preserve John A. Macdonald's legacy and encourage a more fulsome teaching of Canadian history?
Thank you to the member from Carleton for her question. It's an important one. Sir John A. Macdonald plays a central role in our national story. He did more to found our nation than any other father of Confederation. And in fact, we would not be debating here today without Sir John A. That's why our government wrote to the Mayor of Victoria to say we'd be happy to give Sir John A. a new home here in Ontario. Members will note, when they depart this chamber, the first portrait you see is, of course, the Fathers of Confederation. And a statue of our first Prime Minister stands proudly at the southern end of the grounds of Queen's Park. History matters, and we need to acknowledge the important role Sir John A. Macdonald played in Canada and Ontario's history.
Supplementary.
Mr. Speaker, back to the minister. I thank the minister for her answer. 1867 was a different time, and we should not judge our founding fathers solely on the knowledge we possess today. As a famous saying goes, those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it. To quote Minister Smith's letter, he says that we should be treating John A. Macdonald's legacy as a better way to learn our own history. Can the minister tell the House how bringing the statue of John A. Macdonald to Ontario would help Ontarians with our complicated history?
Minister.
Again, through the Speaker, thank you to the member for her question. There's no denying that Sir John A.'s role in our history is a cause for much discussion, because history is complicated. People are complicated. But there is no doubt that 125 years ago, after his death, our first Prime Minister stands as an important Canadian within the creation of our country. We encourage Ontarians to learn more about our first Prime Minister by visiting statues like the one
on the opposition side.
Cited throughout Ontario, including at the front of Queen's Park. Thank you.